Yeah,
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. For asking.
I'm good too. So, where are you from and what do you do?
I'm from UP and I'm a teacher, primary teacher.
Okay, that's great. So, how many sessions are you done with till now in Clapingo?
Okay, so to be honest, in for a couple of months, I started Pingo, but I stopped for a while. And recently, I can say just I started this Pingo again, and only I have done one session.
Okay, okay. So, how were your previous sessions then before your break?
Yeah, it was obviously fine. I just stopped some of the reason at the
Right, right. So, what initially made you join Clapingo? What were you looking forward to out here?
Okay. First of all, so fluency, because while communication in English means I'm so nervous sometimes am I wrong or right, and is it true, means what I'm communicating and the next person they are getting not. So that's why I started it, and now I'm also looking forward for good vocabs and like smoothness, some voice modulation. I don't know how, because so most of the time tutors told me that you are from UP, so you have to change some voice modulation.
Okay, okay. So, what are your interests? What do you like doing when you're free? Your hobbies?
Okay, my hobby is dancing, that's most common, and yeah, other is listening music sometimes, also reading.
Okay, that's great. So dancing in the sense, have you learned any form of dance or you like it as a hobby, like just a hobby?
It is just as a hobby. I never.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So, how many years have you been in the teaching profession?
It's been 3 years.
Okay, okay. So, how have you been finding it? It's pretty new to you then, like it's just 3 years. So, how is it? How are you finding it?
It's overall superb, because before as a teacher, so I was thinking maybe how it will be, but yeah, whenever I got into this job, I'm really so happy have this job.
That's great. That's great. So, how was your childhood like? How were you as a child? Were you very naughty? Were you a child who does mischief, or were you calm and quiet?
Okay, naughty I can say little bit, but I was also calm and sweet sometimes, not so much
Oh,
talking.
okay, not talkative.
Yeah, not talkative, it wasn't.
Okay, okay. So, do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, that's great. So, how has it been to grow up with a sibling? I am an only child, so I don't relate to it at all. So, how is it to grow up with a sibling?
It's really amazing, because if you have siblings, so many things you can share with them, and also you are graving from the others and other of your sibling, whatever, because everyone have different quality and different talents. So if you are getting together sometime and having fun and spending time together, so definitely that time you are learning something. So I think that's good to have sibling.
That's great. Okay. So, do you like to travel? Do you like to explore new places?
Yeah, sure, I like.
So, what all places have you traveled till now?
Okay, till now that all about religious. So I have visited Kedarnath. I have
Wow.
visited Nasik Sai Baba temple, and
Okay.
also Balaji, that is in Mehndipur,
Mm-hmm.
Rajasthan. That I have visited one some of the my nearest place, that one is Vaishno Devi. That's all.
Okay, that's amazing. That's great. So, how was your school life? So, if you had to choose, if you had to relive your past, if you had to go back to your past phases, which one would you choose? Like, would you choose your school life or college life?
Okay. Actually, I would choose school life, because that time friendship was true, and that time we were actually I was so serious about learning and about everything about my career. And if I say about college life, so in college life, yeah, I had learned a lot, I must say, but yes, I'm really, whenever I think about my school life, so that was very, maybe I think maybe better than college life.
College life. So you would choose school life any day.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So are you still connected to your school friends?
Yeah, yeah. That's why
That's
I
amazing. Okay,
I
okay,
really still I am
okay.
connected.
Right. So, the world is growing very rapidly, right? So, there are a lot of technological developments happening as well. So, where would you see the world 10 years from today? So, probably 2030 or 2020, 40 for that matter. How do you imagine the world as?
Okay. I think that will be more advanced than today's, because if I think about the past, back 10 years, so it wasn't like today. So
Hmm.
definitely in the next 10 years, that will grow a lot, and maybe advanced technology will be there. Like, this is smartphone. It hasn't in the past, but now it is. So it is must that in the next some of the years, some new technology will be there, and some new maybe advanced things.
Right, right, right. So, like you said, probably when we look into the past, there were no smartphones or anything, right? So there were max to max those dial pad, those keypad phones and those dabba Nokia phones and everything. Um, but and if we go even beyond that, there weren't phones at all. There were only landlines and stuff
Yeah,
like that for every house, right?
yeah,
So um, definitely, I mean, in 2006 people used to predict that maybe there would be flying cars and everything in 2020, but now
mhm.
we are in 2022 and there are no flying cars or anything yet. So do you think in the next 10 years there would be any kind of such inventions happening like flying cars and everything?
I only think that in the next years, maybe, because nowadays so many machines are developed. So
Right.
maybe new machines will be there, and so that for household codes, most of the household too.
Household.
Yeah, so because everything for you, if you have to bake chapati, if you have to do anything, your household chores. So because everything is female, they are looking for something. Yeah, obviously this is a new era and a bit lethargic everyone, and they are also busy quite their lifestyle and office. So they are avoiding sometimes, I think, and they are not getting time to do household chores. So maybe some new and advanced machines will be there, like, I don't know, will be like a robot and whatever. So
Right.
the all the things will be so smooth to do.
Right, right. That's true. I mean, nowadays people want everything at the click of a button. So I see so many devices, on social media. Some of them are like very basic. We don't even need that, honestly. Like it's not even necessary to have those devices, but just because it's happening in one press, people are buying it. Like that's how easy people want it.
Yeah,
So
I think it's
yeah.
like that
Could you
somewhere.
could you repeat that? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, now these people are relying on the things.
Right, exactly. They're relying on technology. It's like, since it's there, why not use it as well? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's like that. So,
That's
are you a tech savvy person?
no, not.
Not much. Okay, okay. So, what kind of device is your favorite?
Oh, my favorite. So it's a simple like smartphone. This is one of my favorite because I can't do nowadays if you are doing job anything else. So it is necessary as everything required like
True.
a and food. So it is as necessary. So I think that is the most important and also my favorite one.
Right, right, right. So, do you think technology is a bane or a boon? Do you think it has only advantages, or do you think it also has some disadvantages to
I
it?
think that somewhere it has some disadvantages as well. As I said, that disadvantage, it means for everything, for every small things, people are just relying on the things and they are becoming lethargic. So it means
Right.
it is also, I think people are so much thinking about the technology, not they are thinking about hard work. They are just depending on the things. And that is why
Right.
it is somewhere that's a disadvantage. And some of the other things due to the technology, social media, and that's are arising, and they have also disadvantages.
True,
So
true.
we
That's
can't say
right.
that it only has advantage. Yeah, it has
Hmm.
so many advantages, but rather than that, I can say disadvantages also exist.
Disadvantages. Right. So it's basically like social media. So since social media has its advantages, social media can be used to, spread awareness about a certain thing. You'll get to know lot of things. But if not used in the right way, it has its disadvantages as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just like that. So
I
do
think it
you
is up to the person and person how are they using.
right? Yeah, true, true. So, do you think younger children, that is, I mean, kids nowadays, adapt to technology better than older people?
Yeah, I do think that really.
Okay.
I
So,
think
do you have any example, or have you seen any child, getting hang of some phone or some smartphone or some device way more easily than, you do, or, someone, some elderly person in the family does? Have seen that ever happening?
yeah, yeah, I have seen even in my family. There's my one of my nephews, so he's just 3 to 4 years, and I can say up to most 5 years old, and he is using because he's surrounding by the things like
Right,
smart laptop sometimes. So yeah, it is using this thing, and like my mother, like my father, he is not much able like him.
right.
He search so many things, and like this, he is doing the things quickly, and for this my father and my mother had to think a lot about that. Yeah, okay, and sometimes they are learning from them, so yes.
True, true. That's actually true. That happens actually. Some of my cousins who are just, like you said, just 6 to 7 years old, they are handling devices much better than actually I am. So they know everything. They know every setting in that. They know everything in that. So it's just really weird.
Yeah, yeah,
So we have a few minutes left for the session to end now. So, do you have any kind of queries or any questions, or do you want a feedback from my side?
yeah. My question, first of all, yeah, as like a feedback, how's my
Yeah.
speaking?
Right. So you're a great conversationalist. You speak really well. You can express your opinions and views really well. And it's great to talk to you. But I feel like you could, like you mentioned before, you could focus on expanding your vocabulary. Okay.